Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Celtic Football Manager Save. Episode number, what's it, 4 now? I think it's what we've done well. This is where people think it'll be the end of the line. We won't make it past number 4, some have said. But we're here to do 4 anyway, and today's episode is a big one. We've got the first derby of the season against Rangers at Celtic Park, and we've also got our first Champions League group stage game against Bayer Leverkusen at Celtic Park. We also wrap up the transfer window. Don't know if there'll be any more business, but it's a big episode nonetheless. Stick around, enjoy it. Let's get into this. Right then, let's jump into Football Manager, shall we? A big game to start off the episode. In a matter of moments, actually, we'll be taking on Rangers, who are 3 points behind us at this moment in time, but they still have a game to play, of course, so they could be joined on points with us. So far this season, here's what you've missed. Giakoumakis is on fire, but also out for 6 weeks. He is injured. Now, I don't know if I can see anything on his injury here. It's there 4 to 6 weeks with a sprained knee ligament. It could have been worse, could have been better. So he'll be out for the derby despite his fine form. O'Reilly, Haxa have been great as well. So we're doing well at the moment. If I quickly jump into the schedule, here is what it's been like in competitive football. We're on fire, we're doing well. The rotation has been good. We've seen a lot of players getting a lot of minutes. And if you missed the last episode, in the transfer side of things, we are spending money. Alistair Johnson's in, Brandon Cooper's in, Unal is in. We've also brought in Garnacho on loan. We've spent quite a bit, to put it bluntly. So we're doing okay. A big episode today, as we know, as we want to start off our Champions League campaign as well. Now, one thing that I've noticed over the last few episodes, in the last few comment sections on those episodes, are people telling me, Ryan, you've got to get more minutes for Abada, you've got to get more minutes for Kyogo, they can become superstars in this game. Yes, I know, and we will try and give them minutes as we move on. We will try and make sure they get football. There's going to be a lot of rotation. We've got so many good players. That's the reason we've signed as well, the likes of Unal. But this is obviously going to be quite a different save from maybe your traditional Celtic FM. I just want to try and keep things fresh, and don't worry, your favourites will get chances whenever, things might work out differently from how they work out when you play at home. But I'm hoping that we do reap the benefits of the likes of Abada going for big fees. We'll see as we go on. Now, we're obviously waiting for the result to come in about the Rangers game. I don't know if they've played yet. I want to see if they're going to head in. When is their next game? Who did they play? Did they play a game before us? It looks like they're not at this rate. Their next game, yeah, they don't. So we are just 3 points ahead of Rangers going into this game. They don't have a game. Wow, I didn't think that was the case. Rangers made it to the Europa League, by the way, where they drew Feyenoord, Nantes and Sivasspor. But yeah, okay. We potentially 6 clear of Rangers then after this derby game. Wow. So it's transfer deadline day. I don't think that we're going to make any signings. The rumours are suggesting that Callum McGregor could head to Newcastle, Greg Taylor to Nottingham Forest. I doubt that. I will not be letting them go. But we're getting linked with Jose Perez, Yannick Vestergaard and Jeremy Toljan. Bring him back. Toljan's Croatian now. Well, he was German. What happened there? I didn't know that. But no, I don't think we're bringing back Jeremy Toljan. We're going to decline taking part. I'm going to save my money. I'm not expected to let the likes of Callum McGregor go. Newcastle, swivel on that, please. Callum Slattery, player of the month. Giakoumakis scored 5 goals, man. Come on. O'Reilly, young player of the month. Manager of the month. Thank you very much. I'll take my bottle of Glens now, please. And my open goal interview. Where is Slaney? Give me my open goal, please. Random update, but Scott Robertson has left the club. We have sold him to Watford. We only made about 28 grand. It could rise to 40, which you're thinking to yourself right now, that's shocking, Ryan. But I wasn't going to renew his contract. I was going to let him move on at the end of it. 40 grand is better than nothing. I wasn't going to try and negotiate for someone with a year on their deal. So, best of luck, Scott. Miss you, son. Best of luck at Watford. Good team to go to be fair. Not bad. Right, we've kind of gubbed this because Champions League registration is proving difficult because I can't leave out all these players, but I don't think we've got enough players trained by the club. Oh no. Shouldn't have loaned out Ralston. I shouldn't go rid of Turnbull. I did not think of this. Oh dear. 1, Right, it's derby time. The board expectations win. The supporter expectations win. Surprise, surprise. We can't lose derbies. This is what they want to see. They want to see Hatate build on a performance. O'Reilly, Haksabanovic. So they're expected to start by the fans pretty much. And then obviously just telling me that the derby is a must-win sort of occasion. Now, the biggest problem I have going into this game is who do we start? Who do we drop? Etc, etc. I think it's actually really difficult to pick a team for this game. Why do I say that? Well, I say that because I think that there's been so many players who've played so... What? Cameron Carter-Vickers is on international duty. Excuse me? America are playing just now. What is going on? What? They're playing tomorrow. They're playing Martinique. Oh my god, Vickers is away. What is that about? And obviously Giacomakis, Cameron Carter-Vickers has got to miss this game. That is unbelievable. I can't believe that. I just remember this is a rotated side from one of the last games we played. What on earth? So if I let the team this pick my best 11, for example, I don't believe this. We're going to have a footer about here. I'm going to do something a bit out there. I'm going to play Alistair Johnston at centre half, the right-sided centre half, because I could play Cooper, who we've just signed, but we've spent big money on Johnson. He can play very comfortably in Football Manager at the centre half position. It's not a great show in faith for Brandon Cooper, who I still don't know why I even bothered signing him. Should we play Cooper? I may as well play Cooper. I've got to play Cooper, haven't I? We'd sign him for no reason if we don't play him in situations like this. Well, there's Jens, actually. I'm playing Jens. Give Jens a game, actually. I've not gave him a chance yet, Moritz Jens, so bugger it. Get him and Starfelt on. That's the team we're going to have to go with. That's the 11, which I'm happy with. Obviously, Giacomakis and Vickers drop out. Aside from that, the guys who are on form are playing. This is the first start, I think, for Kyogo. I think it's his first league start anyway. It is. We started him in the League Cup. It's his first league start. He's got no goals in the league yet. That's a massive opportunity for him because he can show me how good he is. So there you go. That's the team. I'm going to sort the bench. Let's get into the derby, ladies and gents. I hope you have your playlists playing. The Rebs are well and truly blasting. Here is your two sides. This is the Rangers team we go up against. No new names that we don't recognise here. There's a few in the bench I don't recognise, but I don't know if they're younger guys or not. Anyway, there's the teams. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst still in charge. Obviously, in real life, we know what happened in this game. We won 4-0. Can we better that? Well, you know what? I hope we can. I've not played FM in a couple of years. I've not played a Celtic FM in about 3 years. And I remember back in the day at Celtic Park, I feel like it was very... If you had your tactics right, it was very easy to get blow-away wins sometimes in derbies if the team was up for it. Can that happen today? Different question, different story. I am absolutely confident that we can blow them away. We're just having to wait and see throughout the 90 minutes. But here we go. We've been on fire. We're 3 points clear. Rangers do have a game in hand, but we can go 6 clear by the end of today. I was just making sure my recording wasn't lagging. Juranovic sends it in, and Starfelt hits the bar, I think. I don't know if it was safe from McGregor or if it hit the bar, but Starfelt with the first big chance of the game. And now Rangers have a chance. Matondo, Davies unmarked. Who's watching Davies there? That was a massive chance for Rangers, and not hitting the target there is quite embarrassing, not going to lie. But nobody was watching Ben Davies, and he gets a free header away. Talking about the gap in our defence again, but between our midfield and our defence, I don't mind. Corner, Haksabanovic. O'Reilly's there! It's the first derby goal of the Ryan 118, of the Ryan Fitzsimons era. And it's scored by none other than Matt O'Reilly and assisted by none other than Haksabanovic. We're good from our corners. I have figured it out. This is all we have to do in real life to start scoring from corners. Shove Sayad on them, stick O'Reilly at the front post, and we're going to score loads. There we go, 1-0 in the first half. That's decent. We've only got 1 yellow card. Rangers on 3 at the minute. They're playing a bit dirtier, but it looks as though we might be taking the league on at half-time. Not the most entertaining halves of football. Could we maybe grab another one? Could we sit 2-0 up at half-time? It would be really pretty. Relatively handy as well. If we could. Here's Greg Taylor. McGregor's in a good position. He busts it in. It's 2-0 right before half-time. Callum McGregor makes it 2. Oh, we are in for a scalping here, perhaps, if we keep it up in the second half. Rangers haven't had a look in. Callum McGregor, assisted by wee Greg Taylor. And a lot of that came from just good play down the left-hand side. Greg Taylor, the most to be commended, I would say there. Fantastic work from him, right from the throw-in to the assist for McGregor. And we'll take that half-time, 2-0 up in the derby. I hope that there's flares being set off. I hope we're all chanting Giovanni's name. I'm just going to leave my team talk there. Kyogo, yet to see much from him. Not seen much from the forwards in this game, in fact. I feel like Haksabanovic, yes, swung in a corner, but two midfielders scoring our goals. So we're waiting to see. Here's Fashion Sakala, who pulls one back. Joe Hart had a bit of a... Wow. Okay. Celtic Park has been silenced just a little. Morelos held it up well. Sakala gets away from Taylor too easily there, and Starfield doesn't come... That's really poor from Joe Hart. That is really, really poor from Joe Hart. Did you see that? He does actually save it, but he hits it into the net, basically. He's basically gifted them a goal, which means Rangers are back in this game. I'm going to try and encourage the team after going down. Not going down, but conceding very early in the second half as well. O'Reilly, great ball, Jota to get the lead back. What a finish from Jota, by the way. It was a near post, it was cheeky, and Jota sends us back to a 2-goal lead 3 minutes after conceding. Jens plays a pass to Starfelt. Starfelt plays it forward, and it's O'Reilly with a vision again. O'Reilly is just something else in this game, and Jota could have went far post. He was cheeky and slips it down to the side of Alan McGregor. And the goal we conceded was an accident. It was Joe Hart's fault, really, wasn't it? So he's to blame. I want to shout and praise them for answering. So what a ball! Kyogo! What a goal! Is it going to count? No, I thought he was offside. I had a feeling. We'll see how far offside he was, but he was quite a bit off, to be fair. But look at that! What a ball from McGregor, and then the header over McGregor. If he was onside, it would have been terrific. But sadly, he just was a little bit off. I say a little bit. It was quite a bit. Can we get a fourth anyway, though? I'd love to win like 5-1 if possible. It would be a great first derby for the Ryan Fitzsimons era here at Celtic. But Rangers have a chance. It's Morelos who puts it in. Wow. Okay. Once again, Rangers... It's an eventful derby. 2 shots on target, both of them in. This time, I think Jens is really pulling. Starfeld's had a honker, I feel. And then Hart, what's he doing? He doesn't even move, man. He doesn't even dive. He runs away from the ball almost. I think defensively, we've been quite sus. And it shows the difference of not having Vickers. We've got 20 minutes to go. I think it's time to make one of our patented... I say patented, it's really Ange that's patented it. But I think it's time to make a triple change. Jens and Starfelt, I think, will be poor, but I'm going to bring Cooper on. I know I'm making a centre-back change. Do you know what, actually? I'm bringing Alistair Johnson on. He's coming on at centre-half, and then we'll make 2 forward changes. Jota has scored, but he's on a yellow card, and it's given me the fear a little bit, so I'm going to take him off, and I'm going to bring on Enes now, because Kyogo hasn't really done much. Kyogo's struggling to do much so far this season. Giacomakis has been the main man. We're still waiting on Unal to do something. I'm going to tell the team to focus. I don't know how they'll receive that, but I feel like we need a wee bit of focus. Here's Liel Abada. O'Reilly out wide, cleared away, and Rangers are going to try and start a counter-attack from this. Should be set up a little bit better to receive counter-attacks, because it seems like that's how Rangers have got the first 2 goals, but we'll see how we can go from here. I'm hoping for a 4th. Juranovic to Johnston, playing at that centre-back position. O'Reilly. He's lost it. Johnston's there. Johnson passes it away to Tavernier. Taylor intercepts. We don't look comfortable on the ball at the minute. We might need to make some tactical changes. But here's Abada. If we could take a 2-goal lead, I'll be happy. Juranovic. Abada again on the right-hand side. Swings it in for Hatate. And a penalty has been given. I don't know what for, but a penalty has been given. I've paused the game. I don't know what happened. It was a hand. Did you see that? I'm not complaining. I think it's McGregor who's stepping up, who scored 2 against Queen's Park. It's Juranovic, sorry. Juranovic, it's another penalty goal from this season. It's 4-2 Celtic. I have no idea how it was a penalty, but I'm hardly going to say take it away from us. Juranovic makes it 4-2. Conceding the 2 has been annoying, but it's been a bit of a scalping for Rangers, hasn't it? We might make our last 2 subs here. We'll give some minutes to Aaron Moy and Garnacho as well, because Hacks is on a card. So we'll do that and see if we can maybe find another goal in this game. We've been all over them. Look at the stats. Rangers' 2 goals have been really lucky, not lucky, but, you know, it's been poor on our part. And we've been, look at this counter-attack again. Morelos. Hart comes out this time and manages to go low and retrieve it. Does it mean we're going to start a highlight from it though? It's been a lot of bookings. This is a proper derby. This back when men were men. I'm joking, by the way. That was a joke. 4-2. 3 minutes to go. Plenty of yellows. Is there going to be a red? Will someone get sent off? Preferably on their team. I don't want any other players sent off. Here's O'Reilly. One more would be nice. Just too much on that. And then Unal out. Still waiting for his first Celtic goal. Oh, here he is. Unal's through. He scores. I just said he's waiting. And he didn't have to. Oh, no, wait. He has scored already. It's his second goal for Celtic. Is it his first? Is that another team? Is that his first for us? It is. His first goal for Celtic comes in a derby. I said a minute ago he had to wait. And he didn't have to wait long. He intercepts that really well. Good thinking. Good initiative. Buries it past Alan McGregor, and that's why we brought him in, because we know he can be clinical when he's got those big chances. And it's Celtic 5, Rangers 2. The game is far from over because we're going for more. Will we keep the ball here? Here's Greg Taylor. Plays it to McGregor. Some of our passes have been a bit suspect today, I would say. They've been a little bit slack in areas. I don't know if that's down to Rangers. They're really pressing Rangers, unlike what they do in real life. Here's McGregor, who sends it over to Garnacho. One more, perhaps. Garnacho in for more. He does get one more. This is a demolition derby 2.0 from years ago. 6-2 to Celtic. Aaron Moy, who had a fantastic game at the World Cup yesterday for Australia, translating it over to Football Manager today. Garnacho does so well. It gets the assist, and Aaron Moy adds to the misery. Everybody sing it. Come on, piling on the agony. Can we get one more? No, we're going to end it at 6. We're going to end it at 6. What a performance, boys. Look at that. Look at all the, most players up in the 7s, even the subs. Enes Unal, Garnacho, Moy, Johnson got a 7 performance as well. Brilliant from us. 6-2. I've got to be, outstretched arms. I want to say that's a great win. Fantastic. Go out, get steaming tonight, boys. You're off tomorrow. Lenny, 2019. There's the league table, by the way. After taking 6 off of Rangers, we are 6 clear. And the goal difference is far superior. Rangers, of course, do have a game in hand. They could make it 3 again, but it's a great way to start the season. And our form has been unbelievably good. As you can see, yet to drop points, yet to slip up. There's not been a game we've not been comfortable in. I am buzzing, and bring on the Champions League midweek. Celtic Park is ready. It's time for the second and last game of the episode. Bayer Leverkusen at Celtic Park, and a game that we need to win. We need to start off the group strong, and being at Celtic Park, I feel like we can win this game. Of course, we took on Leverkusen last year in the Europa League in real life, so can we bridge the gap of performances between those games? And now we'll wait and see. The interesting thing is, so in the last episode I said, when it comes to the Champions League, and by the way, you'll notice this, yes, now Alistair Johnson's on international duty. Are you joking? So Carter Vickers is back, but Johnston's away. What? Make it make sense. Oh my god. Why are they not? Oh, do you what? Fuck it. We'll get to that in a moment. One thing that we have to talk about is the fact that I have made a Champions League tactic. It's slightly more reserved in the sense that we drop back a midfielder, and we have a gap that doesn't exist here now, and it's more here. We're going to use that away from home, or if we need to change up in this game. I'm going to be adventurous. And after my 6-2 win, I'm feeling confident. I am. I know there's a big gap, a big difference, between the likes of Rangers and Bayer Leverkusen, but I am feeling confident. So this is what I'm going with. In terms of players, yeah, you'll notice there's a few that just cannot play, cannot be part of the matchday squad, because you've seen the difficulties I had on the squad registration screen. So basically, everybody, bar take it Yakimakis for a minute, all of these players will not play in the Champions League this season for us. Johnson can. These are the players that can. Abelgard, Sigrist, Cooper, Jens, and Ideguchi. They are not registered. Only one of them took it badly, to be fair, and that was... who was it? Was unhappy. It was Ideguchi. The rest were all fine with it, so... but obviously, Yakimakis and Johnson unavailable for this game. We can bring Carter Vickers back, which is good. And aside from that, I'm going to make a couple of changes. Aaron Moy I've been impressed with recently. I'm going to give him the nod, and I'm going to give Unal the nod over Kyogo. The reason that we brought Unal in was for goals in the Champions League. So he's starting. There you go. There is my team. Massive game against Leverkusen here in the opener of the Champions League. I'm going to skip to kick off because the Champions League anthem is going to play, and I do not want the UEFA-shaped dildo stuck up my arse. Okay, the anthem didn't play, and Aaron Moy is injured within seconds, but I think he should be fine. It's just a bruised thigh. Now, we have started the game well by all accounts. We have got that other tactic if Leverkusen start to maybe take the other hand. But I think that, we've learned from Ange in real life that we need to attack these games. We need to show what we're all about, to a certain extent anyway. So we'll wait and see how the game kind of starts off before I think about making changes. But I don't want Leverkusen to strike first. That's the last thing I want. I want us to get the first big chance. I want us to settle the nerves a little bit. I don't want Leverkusen to take a lead early or anything like that. So we've played it out from the back really well there. Carter Vickers with a lovely pass, and it's ended up with Juranovic on this right-hand side. And Tapsoba comes in. He's really good in this game. Tapsoba, really, really good. And now Leverkusen are looking to strike in the counter. We've seen what Rangers done to us in the counter, and I hope they don't do the same. Joe Hart is stinking, by the way. He is absolutely stinking. That has went through his hands. Through his fucking hands. And on the counter-attack, Bayer Leverkusen have hurt us. Just look at this again here. Just look at this one more time. Diaby and then Joe Hart through his hands. I think that we'll need to start scouting goalkeepers. I really do. I know who I want. Whether or not I can afford them is a different story. But Joe Hart is a liability in this. Does he have hands? That's against Rangers. He's done it twice. And already against Leverkusen, he's done it here. So we need to try and respond very quickly. I'm tempted to change up the tactic because that counter-attack did hurt us. Diaby is the one who is causing a lot of agony right now. And Paulinho's shot goes over the bar. I'm going to change it. We're going to go to this secondary tactic I've made. Moy can play an advanced playmaker. Or should we play O'Reilly an advanced playmaker? I'm going to put O'Reilly over there. And we're going to go with that. I just feel like we need to change it up because they're looking good. They're looking quick on that counter-attack. And we've not exactly been bad. We have kept ourselves in the game, and Leverkusen aren't exactly running away with it. But this tactic prepares us a little bit better for the counter-attack, I think, with having McGregor a bit deeper, and the instructions have changed. Has the defenders regroup rather than counter-press. No, sorry, we counter, and then I think we regroup as well. Here's Jota. We need a big chance. Good chance there. Good shot. And Hradecki makes a comfortable save at the end of it. But, we are still in this game, very much so. We just need that kind of spark, that moment that we can't seem to find right now as we approach half-time. Quite annoying. 2 minutes added, and I think it will go to half-time. It does. We're 1-0 down, thanks to Joe Hart's incapable hands. But I'm just going to say we've been unlucky. I don't want to demotivate the team as we head into the second half. The question is, when do we start thinking about maybe going a bit more attacking? O'Reilly looks as though O'Reilly needs to come off. He's absolutely jiggled. He's played so much football as well. Rio Hatate is the sensible replacement, I would say. So he'll come on and join Moy. But we don't seem to be getting much luck. We might need to go back to playing attacking. We've kept ourselves in the game long enough, but we've not really created anything too deadly right now. And I'm thinking about changing back to the attacking midfielder tactic and moving Hatate forward because he is good in that role. It's where he's played. Doesn't matter. He's offside. He's off. He's offside. They're going to VAR this. The defenders are appealing. He was off. He was absolutely offside. I swear to God. Oh, it's been awarded. Right, well, this is this down the pan. Patrick Schick is the scorer. It is 2-0 to Leverkusen here at Celtic Park. Yeah, he just peels away. Yeah, he was onside. He was well onside. Right. I mean, there's not much we could do now apart from, maybe go a wee bit more attacking. We'll need to play a bit more direct, I would say. Let's not work the ball into the box because what is the point? We need to just take shots. Changes have to be made though. I'm going to bring Jota on the left. I'm going to bring Abada on the right. We're going to bring Kyogo on up front. McGregor and Hatate swap places. There's not too much else I want to do right now. I don't want to take Jota off quite yet because I think he's been one of the better players. But it's not this. It doesn't say that he has been necessarily. But I'm going to try. Bring Bernabeu on as well. See if he can maybe bring something on at the wing back position that Greg Taylor hasn't brought to the game yet. But we really do need to try and do something in this last 20 minutes. It's basically go for it or don't. We could have maybe even went 2 up front, but if I need to, I'll bring on Maeda. Here's Juranovic. We need to score one now if we want back in the game. Juranovic for Kyogo. This is what I was here for, because these are the chances we're going to miss. And it's Europe, isn't it? It's just Europe. Kyogo with a massive chance. Saved back. You've got to score those. I'm asking myself, if I didn't take off Unal, would that have went in? It's promising. It's a good start to the tactical changes, but we need to score them. We need to score those chances. Here's Starfelt. I don't want to lose. I don't like losing. Jota. Kyogo again. That's better. That is better from Kyogo. We're back in the game. Terrific goal by us. Couple of players knackered, by the way. McGregor, Jota and Juranovic are absolutely done in. But that is a fantastic goal from us. Jota brings it down so well with his head, and Kyogo, that's a really good finish. I take back everything I said a moment ago, but now we're back in the game. Now we have a serious chance, but we do have tired legs, and the only kind of sensible change to make is bring off Jota for either Maida or Garnacho. Garnacho's looking nervous. Dies and Maida is coming on. McGregor, I don't have any decent subs for. Juranovic, I don't have any decent subs for either. So it's Maida who's going to come on. But now we have a big chance. We have a solid chance to get an equaliser in this game. We were 2-0 down. McGregor swings it in. Cleared away. Moy brings it down. Leverkusen managed to keep a hold of it, but it does go to Carl Starfelt. Can we start again here? Here's Bernabé. Starfelt. Great ball for McGregor. McGregor in! It's a bad, come on! From 2-0 down in the space of 5 minutes, we've made it 2-0 here. I am the specky one. The tactical changes have worked. The substitutions have worked. Kyogo and Abada have come off the bench. They have scored goals. Oh my god, it's luck. It takes a bit of luck, because I think if Bakker doesn't touch that on the way in, Hradeski probably saves it. But there's 10 minutes to go. Can we maybe push for that? Should we push for a winner? Should I go for... Do you know what? I'll take a draw. From being 2-0 down, I'll take it. If that's how it finishes, that's how it finishes. 4 minutes been added. It's going to finish that 2-0. Do you know what? From being 2-0 down with 15 to go, Celtic Park would be a volcano of noise. Do you know what? Half the people would have probably left after 2-0 at a Champions League night. But oh my god. What? Oh my god, that was... Do you know what? And we performed really well in that game as well, I thought. Because Joe Hart really shouldn't have conceded the first. Wow. There we go. Oh. I'll take that, by the way. There's an interesting start in the group all round as well, because as you can see, Sevilla and Milan drew 0-0, which means if we quickly look at our group, then... You'll see there, everybody's on 1 point. So, effectively, that game doesn't really matter. I mean, a win would have been nice, so I'm not going to sit there and pretend it wouldn't have been. But, there you go. There's how it opens up in the Champions League. A 2-2 draw. Oh, Milan next week. Huge game. But, wow. Wow. And we're going to wrap it up there for today's episode. Quite a big one. And you know what? Very positive, I would say. We managed to pull it back. So next episode, we're going to jump into playing the Milan game. Which will be at the San Siro, of course. And then we'll skip St Mirren. And then we're going to take on Rangers again. So it's a very similar episode next time. But Rangers is in the quarter-final of the League Cup at Ibrox, so that'll be a bigger test. You know, we'll see if we can beat them 6-2 again, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to go and scout goalkeepers. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's not a podcast. I'll see you all next time.